Hey guys, welcome to the RevitKid.com. In this video, I'm going to show you my techniques to making your elevations have depth and look good. So the first tool I'm going to show you is the line work tool. And to activate the line work tool, we just type LW on the keyboard. And now under modify and line work, we can choose a different line style. And so in this, I want to do a wide line. So let me scroll down to wide lines. Now what you're going to do is you're going to pick the edges of your objects that are closer. So for instance, this big box, if I choose the edge, you can see the line is actually getting thicker. Now if you notice here, by choosing the line tool, or the line work tool, the wide line has gone through this little notch here. In order to remove that, you're going to have to pull down the edge. So you can see this blue segment, pull that back, select it again, and now pull it forward. And you're going to have to do the same thing around here, if this is your edge, and up here, and then continue around this box. So you can see right away the box has a thicker line. And we're going to do the same thing with this triangle box here, and the square box here. Let me grab these. You can see here it overlaps, so I just have to pull it backwards. So there, right away, you have a nice thick line around your objects. Another thing you could do is you could make what's beyond a halftone. And one way to do that is to select it and override it. Now, if your elevation is a little more easy to understand, similar to this one, you can simply select in this view, as I'm going to do, your objects that are beyond. So let's say that those are beyond. And you can right-click, override graphics in view, by element, and halftone, and click OK. And you can see right away there's a nice depth to it. If you want, you can select the objects in 3D or 3D or a different view. But if you can do it in the view that you're in, then that's great. So now you've got wide lines for things that are closer, and you've got halftones for things that are far away. Another good thing, if you have a really nice printer, is you can add some sort of shadows and ambient shadows and then create a lot of depth. So I'm going to go to Visual Styles, Graphic Display Options. I'm going to go to Lighting and Shadows. I'm going to say Cast Shadows, and I'm going to say Show Ambient Shadows. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to mess with the sun, the ambient shadows, and the shadows to make something that looks good. I usually start with the 70-50-20. So I'll do 70-50-20. And then I'll usually end up going down with the shadow, so something like 12 or 15, depending on how it looks. And ambient light I'll usually go up with. But I'm going to leave that. Click Apply. And you can see right away you've got some depth. Now you want to also make sure that the sun is in the correct location, so it wants to be in the front of your view. So what I have here is in session still. You could do top right, top left, or if you know your actual sun, you want to use your summer solstice. But you have to remember that if you're on the northern side of the building, you won't have the right shadow, so you might want to do a fake shadow there. So that's quickly how you would use the line work tool and some graphic overrides to make some depth in your elevations.